Good morning, it's Barbara. It is warming up out there pretty quickly, but it's gorgeous, and I'm going outside. I'm going to try to give you a tour of the garden again. We'll see if it works. Yesterday I showed you this. You didn't see it because I hadn't posted. But anyway, that's our new electric water heater. It's got an electric thing in it. It's really for our solar powered system, which they're coming to install tomorrow at 7:30 in the morning. Look at my irises. My irises are blooming. These are the irises that in the past I have not loved, because that lightish purple, that brownish purple, and the yellow, your eye, when it mixes those colors, turn it to brown. Dennis calls these my brown irises. But I have grown to love them. And I have some purple ones that will be here tomorrow. And look at all my flowers I have. I'm so excited. Well, now that I have two, I might bring one of them inside, because I do have a very nice bud vase that can hold the tall irises very nicely. So here is my perennial garden around my lamppost. I don't remember what this is. We will see what it is when it blooms, but it came back. I planted it last year, and I think this is probably the same. It looks a little bit like maybe sage. I don't know. It's got spiky. It's going to be spiky and purple. We'll see. This is a coneflower. This is a flower that I planted this year. I don't have my glasses on, but aren't they pretty? Look a little bit like a carnation. Dianthus. It's a dianthus, whatever that is, but it's pretty. I have a dahlia there that isn't thriving. These are coneflowers coming up, and this is something I planted last year. There are 3 of them, and they did not do great last year, but they're coming back, which is amazing because of that drought I had last year. So I have 2 Stella d'Oro lilies, and these are sages that I planted this year, and phlox that survived. The shadow's pointing right there at the phlox that survived it last year. All the trees' blossoms are gone. Dennis says we do have a nice crop of peaches on our peach tree, but look, here's my rhodie. Looking beautiful. It always blooms from the top, but I love it. Love, 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 love it. I'm not that happy they trimmed it like a tree a couple years ago. I wasn't happy about that, but you know, sometimes as gardeners have ideas of their own. Going in the backyard. Dennis is going to be mowing the back today. There's our azalea looking gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So I'm going in the backyard to see my peonies. Yay! This poor thing, I'm going to have Manny move this and see if it'll work. This is a peony. I even have a bloom on it. This plant is 25 years old. This was under a bush in the front when we moved in. It never got much bigger than this, and now I moved it here thinking it would be a good place, but it wasn't. So we'll get Manny to put it in our garden, our peony garden. And here is my peony garden, and I have peonies. There's supposed to be 2 pink and a white in between, but I don't know, that bud's looking pretty pink on the middle one. So I just may have pink peonies. I am not complaining. Look at. So this is my peony garden. We may be planting some tomatoes in this garden also. You know, but Dennis has some ideas. But see how sunny it is? That would be good for tomatoes. Anyway, here's where I am at the moment. You can see the yard needs to be mowed. This is the back of the house from out in the yard. So you can see we live in a wonderful spot. And here's my table that I'm looking at. These are verbena that are going in behind me. These are snapdragons that are going in the other cask. These are Roma tomatoes that are going who knows where. That's up to Dennis. I got a couple of peppers. I got a pansy, which was so pretty, and this little thing I don't know what it is. Hold on. I can put my glasses on. It's this. Gulliver Pink Bacopa? Bacopa, is that the name of a flower? Anyway, it's so cute, and I have a little pot for it. That's going on the here too. So there you go. And the house looking very clean. Good morning. I did it again. I put this is a dark one. I want it to be really dark, so I put it on, and I put it on thicker than I have been. And I don't know how I was able to do that. But I still can't peel it. Anyway, it's been on a long time. So I've been talking to you I've been recording for 6 minutes. I've been walking around not recording. There we go. Thick and long. And I have a color. This is the Wonder Skins lip stain. And I put the box in my pocket so I could even tell you what the color is. Oh yeah, that worked very well. I gotta exfoliate my lips. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So that worked great. And this is the color Darling. But I did have it on for 6 or 7 minutes. So I will, maybe as a scientific experiment, I will try putting it on tomorrow for the normal amount of time, which is like 1 minute. And see. Too late to fix it. Looks like I got a little dip there. Oh well. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm feeling good today, and I was feeling good yesterday, and I was feeling good the day before. Patty remarked, "Oh, you seem in better spirits." I am in much better spirits, and I think it had a lot to do with that meeting I had on Wednesday with the accountant and the lawyer, and they, I'm feeling good. We'll see how that goes. I have work to do, and I know what I need to do for the most part, and that feels good. But I did everything that I said I was going to do yesterday. Remember, I sat here and listed all these things I thought I would do. Well, I baked crackers, and I went shopping, and I bought my plants, which you even have seen, and I bought my squid. I didn't get oysters. There was not an oyster to be had at the fish store. Apparently, oysters are a big Mother's Day thing. I hope you had a good day yesterday, everybody. So no oysters, but I did get the squid. However, I didn't enjoy the squid that I made nearly as much as I wanted to, so I need to do some research on how to cut it, how to cook it, and maybe a better recipe. But I ate it all. And I read my document, and I commented to my lawyer, so I did everything I needed. Oh! And I added a new color to my blanket. Yay! I will admit I kind of cheated. Turns out I was not knit, crochet. I was working in a darkish blue-green, and when I looked at my little piece, it looked like that was it. But it turns out it changed to a very light colored, variegated, but really light. It was very hard to distinguish it from the natural color that I'm using in between. So I had another color coming in. So I started working on it. And then it got stuck, and I wasn't able to ravel it from my source blanket. And I ended up breaking the yarn, and I did eventually fiddle with it, and actually I had to cut something, and was able to unravel that yarn, but I made a tiny little ball and started a new color. I'm done. So I'm down to the first 2 rows on the source blanket were the cream color, and so when I finish this row, because I'm on the last row, because I do 4 rows of colors and then 2 rows of this neutral color to make a striped granny square blanket, I will use the neutral colors that I have in my source blanket, and then I will be done with using old yarn. I won't be done with the blanket. So if you haven't heard the story really quick, I started making a king size blanket. I got this far and thought, oh, let me try it. It was huge. So I'm like, okay, that's crazy. I'm not finishing that. So I chained a new blanket, smaller. Did about 8 inches of that, maybe 6, and thought, let me not go any further till I put this on the bed. It was too huge. So took advice, did a granny square blanket, because it's a king size bed and it's square. So anyway, that's the backstory of why I have source yarn, because I'm recrocheting it from the old blankets that I started. So this is the first new yarn I have put in this blanket in probably 6 years. I've been using yarn I crocheted into a blanket. I think I've been working on this for probably 6 years, right? Maybe only 4. I don't know. But it's a long time. And I'm so happy to be dipping into the bags of minis that Danielle gave me, and I have bags of minis that other people have given me. I have Advent minis. I have minis out the wazoo. Do I have enough minis for a king size blanket? We will find out. We will find out. But I pulled out a really pretty pink and put it in my blanket. So yesterday I accomplished everything I had hoped to accomplish. Crazy. None of it was huge, but still, there were a few things. So yeah, that's where I am. So I'm gathering documentation. I have an appointment with my brothers for my brother who lives in between. We're 3 strung out. So the in-between brother is going to host a barbecue, and we are going to talk trusts, and I'm going to wrap up my trust for the most part in a couple weeks. But I have to do documentation because I have to report to them everything that's been going on. And so that's what I'm going to be doing. I also am going to help Dennis in the basement because we just got a call, as I said earlier, that they're coming at 7:30 in the morning to install and fix the solar hot water system. And so Dennis has his wine stuff all set up in the basement, so he has to move some stuff to make room for them to be able to get that hot water heater where it needs to be in the basement and get the old one out. So I will be helping him do that because we need to make room. So that's one thing that's happening today. Kim is going to go visit her mom today, so we probably won't go over and see Aura. We'll work in the basement. Dennis has to mow the backyard, and we have plants to plant. So there you go. That's what's happening. I also have to remember to take my shower tonight because in the morning the water probably will be off and there won't be hot water. But the water will probably be off, so I don't want to take any chances. So I'll take my shower tonight before I go to bed, which I have started doing. I never ever used to do that. I always took a shower. You know, my routine when I was working and going into the office was get up, get in the shower, go down, make my coffee, hop in the car, and go. I would drink my, well, sometimes I would make a lunch, drink my coffee in the car on my way to work. I know people who would get up 2 hours before they were leaving for work, and they'd sit and they read the paper and drink their coffee, and I don't even know what else they did, but that wasn't me. So it's very different for me to take my shower before I go to bed. But I have started doing that a little bit, especially when I have been having trouble sleeping, that it felt like it, calm me down and, relax. I have to sit there and read my phone or read a book or knit for a few minutes while my hair dries. But my hair dries in like 5 minutes because, I am practically bald. Let's face it, I'm practically bald. But the silver lining is that my hair dries really fast. Really fast. It's amazing how often there's a silver lining. Oh man, it's really beautiful out here today. Unfortunately, I was going to stick my phone out to try to have it listen to the birds so I could tell you what my birds are today, but that was just too many things trying to do at the beginning of my vlog, so I didn't do it. But you did get my garden tour. Oh, my irises. That second iris that bloomed, I wasn't expecting that. I didn't realize how close it was. So I thought the purple one would be bloomed today, but that'll be tomorrow. But Dennis calls those the brown irises. I didn't love them. I'll be honest, they weren't my favorites. The blue, the purple when they open up are dark purple on the outside and light purple on the inside, and they're very pretty. These were gifts. A friend of mine was splitting her irises because they spread, and these have spread a lot. And I talked to Manny about relocating some of them, but we haven't done that yet. I don't know if that should be done in the fall. I could do a little research, but I do love the irises. I do love the irises. I might have to, maybe I should plant some irises down where he planted the new daffodils. Maybe I'll put some irises in there too. What the heck? I don't know why not. I just love them so much. I could have them anywhere, right? I could just put them everywhere. Oh, I got some new earrings. I don't know if you can see it when I do this because I can't tell. You should be able to. These, they just go through the hole and they look like little double earrings. I don't know why I know why I bought them. I have a third hole right here. And I thought if I could get one of these in that third hole, that would be cute and it could just stay there forever. However, I'll be honest, I didn't actually even try because I opened the package sitting in my chair and I just put them in while I was sitting there. This one was a lot harder. This ear hole is very fussy and always is a trouble and always is sort of, sometimes needing a little alcohol. And it's that in that situation. But I was able to get it in just sitting there. I was surprised. But the way these are, they'll be in for a while. So, but because I mask all the time, earrings, big earrings, don't work with masks. And so we go out many days masked. So I thought, well, I'll just leave these in for a while and see how that works. I do worry sometimes that my holes are closed. Anyway, I lost the earring. This was a stud diamond from my engagement ring, from my first engagement ring. And I lost it about 6 or 7 years ago when we were on vacation. And I haven't put anything in that hole, and I suspect that I couldn't if I wanted to. So I decided to just go with these. Anyway, I got new earrings. Guess where I ordered them from? Yes, Instagram. I do have 2 more things that I'm expecting from my Instagram orders of the other day when I was doing that deep dive into Reels on Instagram. I confess, I ordered It wasn't very much. Let me preface it with that. This sort of foundation, sunscreen foundation that goes on white, and then it, we'll see. And then it uses your own skin chemistry to match your skin tone. Now, I don't usually wear foundation. I haven't ever usually worn foundation. It was just brain fart while I was on Instagram. But I am curious, because I do have my age spots. And it is a sunscreen. Not that that's a big deal to me, but that's my story. It's a sunscreen. That's coming. And then I ordered that dress that I had to pay a tariff on. And the news this morning is maybe we have an agreement. I didn't think that we were able to agree to anything, so that's nice. I told Dennis, so maybe I bought all that toilet paper for nothing. It doesn't go bad. It doesn't go bad. So anyway, that's me today. I'm just rambling now, but it is gorgeous out here, and I put a new color in my blanket. I'm so excited. I hope everyone is well. I had nice conversations with my children yesterday, and looking forward to our party on Saturday. Please send good weather vibes for Saturday for here, southeastern Pennsylvania. Because if we're not outside, I don't know how this is going to work. But I guess we'll find out. Meanwhile, I'm going to go. Please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please stay safe and stay sane.